everyone. My name is Pham Duong and I'm currently a student at Kingbak International School. Let me start this presentation with a warm-up questions. Have you ever feel stressed or pressured when comparing yourself to the success, beauty, or wealth of others? If your answer is yes, don't worry, you are not alone. I think some of us have experienced this at some point in our life. And this is called peer pressure. This problem, though subtle at times, can become a significant barrier for many people, especially with the booming of internet nowadays. So today, let's dive into this topic together. First, about definition. Peer pressure is an external influence that usually comes from people at the same age or generation as us. It's that feeling you get when you think you are not as good, as beautiful, or as successful as others. So why did I say that internet has made this worse? Because on platforms like TikToks, influencers often highlight their lives as dream lives, stress-free, full of joy, and healthy. Of course, the reality isn't always like that, but people tend to show off just the positive sides. And the story is, you're scrolling TikTok at midnight, surrounded by looming deadlines. You suddenly saw a peer with a disciplined routine and a seemingly perfect life. You started thinking, oh, I cannot keep being that lazy. Oh, I have to change. You turn off your phone, go to sleep feeling motivated. But by the morning, when you wake up, you forgot everything you promised yourself. Sounds familiar? Actually, I see myself in that story too, but this kind of peer pressure doesn't bother me much. Now, I would like to share more in detail about my own story about peer pressure. In Vietnam, there is a term con nhà người ta, which translates to the other people's child. It refers to an idealized child who excels academically and behaves perfectly. Now, in my family, this other people's child doesn't exist because I'm considered to be that kid, even though I'm not that great. So maybe you're wondering, what kind of peer pressure does someone like me face? Well, although I can handle my academic problem fairly easy, I still have my own struggles. Thanks to my cognitive ability, studying is not really a big challenge for me, and I attend on a normal private school where competition isn't intense, so achieving good marks is relatively easy. But achieving good marks make me feel like I am the ninth cloud, and the sense of success is so addictive. I soon became conceited, and I just studied and ignored other areas in my life, hobbies, soft skills, and even my appearance. At that moment, I thought, as long as I'm the top student, nothing else matters. But over time, I realized how wrong I was. I soon became a dull person with no colorful experiences or interesting hobbies to share. While my friends know a lot about makeup, skincare, or other attractive hobbies like crochet or baking, I just study. I know it may sound weird, but I started feeling left out. I envied my friends for having such unique personalities and passions. I really wanted to catch up, but I was afraid people would judge me. And I have to confess that the main reason is because I was so used to academic success. I'm afraid to look stupid or inferior when trying something new. That toxic mindset stayed with me for a long time. And during that period, I constantly questioned myself if I was on the right path. There were even moments I feel aimless that I didn't want to study at all. It's a tough period, but I eventually overcame it thanks to the support of my friends who encouraged me to try new things and accept my true self. Actually, even me, myself, I didn't know exactly how can I overcome it. It just come like it has to come. And Today, standing here, I'm proud to say that I've taken steps out of my comfort zone. I'm embracing new experience and working on becoming a better version of myself. Taking part in TEDx today is an example for it. So, looking back, I realized that peer pressure wasn't really my enemy, but it's a wake-up call to remind me of what I truly wanted to achieve in my life. It is a temporary praise or the long-term development of myself. So, am I good enough? Well, of course not, because I still struggle with other challenges and pressures. I still fail, I still make mistakes. And when I step out of my comfort zone, that's when I realize how little I actually know. It's a psychological effect. The less you know, the more you're confident, and the more you learn, the more you realize your limitations. And even academically, where I once felt super confident, I now see areas where I fall short. But actually now, I'm okay with that because it means I'm growing. I still have room to grow, can become better than just the other people's child. So, through the challenges I face in my life, I realized one thing. The nature of life is like a series of missions. But remember, these missions were set by us, not by others. Completing them can make our life become more meaningful and colorful. To wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Let's treat peer pressure as burden, not fuel. Well, at the end of the day, sometimes peer pressure is inevitable. But whether it pushes you forward or holds you back depends on how you respond to it. I mean, peer pressure, boon or bane, you decide. Well, the next time, when you start feeling overwhelmed by peer pressure, I hope you will remember my story, my talk, and stop. Ask yourself, do you live to chase others' dreams or yours? I hope it helps. See you soon.